All right, welcome back to Inside the Bear Cave. We introduce you now to our next player, signing a junior from the University of Washington in Braeden Terry. And first, Braeden, we're really glad to have you on.
Really glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
So let's start off with you coming out to KZoo. How excited are you for your second year of summer ball and coming out to Kalamazoo and playing in the Northwoods League?
I'm fired up. I'm really excited. Summer ball is always a great time. I had a great time last year. One of my teammates, Colin Blanchard, he's going to be there, so I'm just really fired up to play with him and get out to Michigan where I've never been before and play some baseball.
So in your first season with Washington, big connection with the Growlers and a lot of different teams in the NWAC. What was the NWAC experience like for you, initially starting out your career at Everett?
Yeah, the NWAC, it was perfect for me. I loved every bit of it. I think it was exactly what I needed to develop as a player and as a person, both inside baseball and out. It was good competition, obviously. Playing in the Northwest with wood bat was tough, so I had to learn how to grind and grow up and mature as a player. So overall, I had a great time, and I think it was really beneficial for me.
Last season, you combined to play 80 games across your summer ball stint and your season with Everett. How do you feel that workload now you're coming to the Northwoods League, 72 games in 76 days at times for guys that are there throughout the whole season? How do you feel that workload helps you become a better ball player?
I think it helps a lot. I mean, the more games you play, the better. Obviously, the higher up you get, the more you're gonna be playing, and it's really important to learn how to manage the workload during the season versus out of season on the body and how to prepare. So I think that's taught me a lot about how to go about my process playing this game, how to stay healthy, how to stay on the field, and how to manage injuries when they do happen, because that's also part of the game. So I think gaining that experience, gaining that playing time, and the amount of games, the amount of at bats that go into those seasons have really helped for me to kind of grow up and mature and just learn how to play this game and how to play this game for a long time.
So you're a two-time All NWAC guy. You now get to the Division One level this past fall. Your head coach and Coach Kelly talked about it. He saw you as a guy gonna be middle of the order back in October, which is really how well you showed off in fall camp. What do you feel those first steps were at the Division One level?
It was definitely a change coming from the NWAC to here. Obviously, it's a big step up. But I loved it. I mean, I love embracing competition, and just the goal for me has always been to play at the highest level that I can in order to push myself and learn from guys who are ahead of me. So that's kind of the mindset I took into the fall is just play as hard as I can and compete. So that's kind of been my mindset through it all.
You dealt with an injury early on to start this season, didn't get your first opportunity at the Division One level until April. Dealing with your hamate bone, what was that process like to get yourself back and healthy? And how are you feeling right now?
At first it was really frustrating. Obviously, not the ideal start to the season, but like I said, I mean, dealing with injuries is part of the process, and I'm really grateful for it because I think I was able to learn a lot, learn how to be a great teammate, learn how to learn the game just by watching and being around it. So coming back, it's definitely made that transition easier, I think, having been able to be around the game and be around the guys, learn from guys' successes and their failures, and now being able to apply that to myself and just, I mean, the feeling of being on the field after missing that much time is awesome. There's nothing like it. So I'm really just enjoying every moment and every swing, every at bat, every opportunity that I get right now.
A lot of guys mention with kind of those smaller injuries that are just kind of tedious and annoying to deal with, like a hamate bone. Really, guys want to come back and really chomping at the bit to get back into the ball game because they feel like they're ready to go. Their just hand quite isn't ready there yet. You have come off red hot to start off your career at Washington. I mean, already a four-game hit streak for you. What's been that process of getting back to Division One arms and seeing what that day to day is like?
I think that the biggest thing is just trying to stay present, not focusing on anything other than just trying to help my team win. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just incredibly grateful to be back on the field and back playing the game that I love. So just continuing to stay with that mindset and stay with the process of just enjoying every single moment and staying in the moment is something that's been huge for me. And when I'm able to do that, the end result doesn't matter as much, and it's just a great time being on the field and competing as hard as I can at this level.
So I was told this was either last year or the year before that you ended up getting this nickname, but where did Scary Terry come from?
Scary Terry. I think that probably started at Everett was probably the first time I heard that. Um, but yeah, and then guys started calling me that, and it stuck. That was a big one last summer too. I know our announcer there, Blake, he called me Scary Terry all the time, so it was awesome.
Couple guys you already know that were growlers and going to be growlers again. You mentioned Cullen Blanchard and Jeter Ibarra. Have they talked to you at all about what this experience is going to be like, and what your day to day will be like with Kazoo?
A little bit, yeah. They've mentioned that KC is a great place. They both really enjoyed their time, and they love the team, the environment, the atmosphere. So I'm stoked to go there with Blanche. He's awesome, one of the best teammates that I've ever played with. So being able to go out there this summer with him is gonna be a great time.
What do you feel is the biggest thing you're hoping to improve upon across this summer? What's the biggest emphasis for you playing Kalamazoo?
I think just continue with the process. I'm learning from guys who play in different parts of the country, coming to a new league where there's new arms, new players. Just learning from them, figuring out their successes, their failures, like their process, and just continuing to play the game I love and learn as much as I can. I want to play against good competition and just try and get better in any aspect that I can.
Sounds good. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Can't wait to get going. Scary Terry coming back here to KZoo for 2024. We're going to see a lot of some great action from Division One outfielders. For more to look here on our different Growlers fan pages, as well as on these player signings every single Thursday. We're just nearly a month away, 32 days out, guys, until the Northwoods League season starts May 27th. 4 game set. Growlers and Rivets get underway. Again, you can get your preseason tickets available now. Zoo Crew tickets also available, including separate outings as well. Make sure to go to growlersbaseball.com for all that information. Once again, this has been Inside the Barricade with Jaden Taylor and Braeden Terry.